Should you call your ex? My name is Coach Adrian, and I'm here to answer that most important question. This is Love Advice TV, and we specialize in giving you content that can help you make good decisions to maximize your chances of getting back with the one you love. One of the most common questions that I'm asked in coaching sessions is, Coach Adrian, should I call my ex? Should I reach out to my ex? People want to know because you're afraid of missing your window of opportunity, and at the same time, you're just dying to get back together, and you feel like just calling them. And the truth is, it's very difficult for me to tell you if you should call your ex right now or not, because I don't know the intricacies of your story. That's what we do in coaching session. I sit, I listen to your story, and I'm then able to orient you to make the next best step based on where you are. But I can provide you with some guidance and some key concepts that can help you make good decisions along the way. Because ultimately, that's what our entire philosophy is all about. It's not about us telling you what to do and giving you a fish. It's about us giving you the tools, the skills, and the knowledge for you to be able to deal with any circumstances or situation that may come up moving forward with your ex, teaching you how to fish. So when someone asks me, should I call my ex? The first question that I'm trying to answer is this coming from a place of fear and insecurity? And is there a need for validation? Or is this coming from a place of confidence and well-being and someone that is ready to be able to re-engage with their significant other in a light-hearted, fun way? Because the mindset that you're in is ultimately directly linked to the outcome of the outreach. If you are still in a very vulnerable state of mind and you miss them terribly and you're reaching out to them almost to kind of alleviate suffering, the odds are that your significant other is going to sense that. The odds are that the timing will be wrong and that it will be too soon. And the odds are that they're not going to want to engage with you and they may not respond at all. If you're reaching out from a place of confidence and well-being, it means that you've done some work. You've been able to detach emotionally. You've been able to tap into some level of self-awareness. And you are probably very different from the person that you were at the end of the relationship. And so calling your ex or reaching out to them under those circumstances is very different. So before you reach out, try to identify the mindset that you're in at the time of the outreach. It's also very important to take into consideration where your significant other is at. Did they tell you that they need space? Did they just block you? Did they convey to you that they are now in a new relationship with someone else? You need to be able to have some sense of where they're at, if possible, if you have that perspective and that possibility to know, in order to gauge if the timing is also right for them. Ultimately, if you don't know, if you have been out of touch, it's a completely different process. And we need to make sure then that you reach out in a way that won't bring them back into the past, into the traumas of the relationship, and that gives them a chance to engage with you in a non-threatening way, where where it's basically safe for them to do so, and where you're able to pique their curiosity and leave them wanting more. I don't want you to not reach out of fear of rejection and to just wait and wait and wait forever for your significant other to reach out to you. I know that in some philosophies or some coaches on the internet may advise you to wait until they make the first move at all costs. I don't believe in that approach. My experience in the field with individuals all over the world has taught me that sometimes it is necessary for you to take that first step because your significant other, even though they want to do so, are dealing with all sorts of insecurities or stigmas or ego, and they don't. And they're waiting to hear from you, and you need to take that first step. Also, if you are ready to do so, and if you're able to offer something new, why not take that step? At some point, I don't want you to wait forever because I don't want you to have any regrets. Of course, you need to be smart and wise in your approach, and I believe that you will, because you're watching this channel and you're gaining content and knowledge on this process. You're not just focused on gaining knowledge, but you're also seeking to act in your day-to-day to build yourself anew. Because that's our approach and that's our philosophy, and you know that that's how you're going to be able to reach your goal. So at some point, yes, it is not only a good idea, but it may be necessary for you to call your ex. But make sure that the time is right. Make sure that you're in the right mindset. Make sure that you're doing it from a place that can actually offer something new, where you can convey to them indirectly that you're not the same person that they broke up with or the person that they got frustrated by or with during the relationship. And you'll see that a new dynamic can emerge from this first initial contact. It is also important for you to note that in some cases, you're not in no contact. You haven't been completely out of touch. You just don't know if you're reaching out too much to your significant other. And in these types of settings, it's important for you to try to think in terms of quality versus quantity. Is it a meaningful outreach? Will it help you guys reconnect in some way? Or is it more, again, to fill a void because you haven't spoken in a while? Do you have an organic reason to reach out that makes sense? Or are you forcing the issue? It's important for you to ask yourself these questions to start to be able to find answers that are appropriate to where you're at, to what you're going through. Again, we are here to help you to figure things out. If you feel like you need a coaching session, it would be my pleasure to do so. I've also created programs that are very affordable, courses on how to get a man back or how to get a woman back, where I give you advice and tips that has worked for thousands of people and that you can start to apply in your situation based on where you're at in the process. So you can find information below. As always, though, we're here to serve you and we're here to help you. And if you have questions on this topic or any other topic, if you'd like us to do a video on a specific area of the ex-back process, please put it in the comment section below, and it will be my pleasure to share it with you. To do another video just like this one, centered around this topic that may be very valuable to a lot of people. You are tuned in to Love Advice TV. You are fighting the good fight. I am Coach Adrian, and I will see you very soon.